Today's going to be pretty busy. 3 to cremate, 3 to embalm, no rest for the wicked.
200,000 Americans work in the funeral industry, dealing with death every day.
In the event that you had a death in the family today, would you know what to do?
No.
Tonight on Take This Job, we go behind the scenes with those who care for the dead. And we follow someone whose challenge is to sell us our own funerals ahead of time.
It's a hard sell because people don't want to pre-plan, they don't want to talk about it. I hear that all the time. I'm not into funerals. Not into funerals either.
We don't have a business where people say, wow, that was great. Let's do it again tomorrow. That doesn't happen here. Luckily, I suppose.
There's a million jobs out there. Some we love, some we love to hate. Others are so different we'd all love to try them. Spend a day in the shoes of the people who do the work, because one day you might have to take this job. Over 1 million people live, work, and play in Hawaii. Every day, 25 of them will die. On their journey from this paradise to the next, many of them will be cared for at affordable casket and Moanalua mortuary.
It's a little uncomfortable making a living based on the fact that they have to die for you to have a customer tomorrow. That's a little unsettling at times. Everybody's set for today. We can hit the ground running and go do it.
In 2001, Klaus Hansen set out to create a new type of funeral home.
It's young, it's modern, and we've designed it very differently. We have all the caskets out in front. We have big windows, so we get lots of natural light coming in here. And we have a piano with some light jazz tunes on here. A lot of funeral homes, there are a lot of closed doors. And as a family member, you always wonder, what's behind that closed door? Could there be a dead body behind that closed door? And we wanted to eliminate that fear and that feeling as much as we could here.
People say that prostitution is the oldest profession, but care of the dead is the oldest profession because people were dying long before people discovered that you could pay for sex. I have to embalm him today.
Yolanda Milligan embalms, prepares, and cremates the bodies that pass through affordable casket.
When I decided I wanted to become an embalmer, I don't think anybody was terribly surprised because everybody kind of knew me as somewhat of a morbid person. And I'm not morbid like creepy goth morbid, I just have this curiosity.
Yolanda has a great interest for anything dead, and she admits this. She loves going to cemeteries. I'm not sure where that comes from, but there's definitely a morbid fascination in her.
Growing up in the Catholic Church and then coming from a strong Hispanic family, there was always funerals going on, and I always wanted to go up and look in the casket. I just always had the fascination. This is the reefer, the refrigeration unit, where we store all the unembalmed bodies. Today is going to be pretty busy. 3 to cremate, approximately 3 to embalm, 3 or 4 to dress and casket, so I'll be on the go all day. No rest for the wicked.
Here's our crematory. Probably do 2 to 3 a day. Had you asked me 3 years ago if I was about to buy a crematory, I said no. No, we don't need that. But it kind of makes sense. You know, we like to be self-sufficient. Cremation is very, very popular in Hawaii.
I let the retort warm up before I put in the first remains of the day. The very first time I saw my first cremation, I was horrified. I've gotten used to it, so it doesn't bother me anymore, but to see the first time charred remains flaming, it's pretty heavy. It's pretty intense. Take a peek and see how she's doing. Yep, she's going good. Wax is burned away, most of the flesh is burned away. After probably about another half hour, I'll reach in and pull her up under the flame. One of the reasons I like working in this industry is I'll always have a job. There's enough death out there that keeps me in business.
6,000 miles away in St. Petersburg, Florida, the day is just beginning for someone else who works